Hello everyone, and welcome to some Diablo 3, a game that I haven't played, or that at least I haven't recorded on the channel for quite a while. I'm pretty sure the first time that I'm not the first time, but I think the last time that I actually put Diablo 3 up on the channel was back when it first came out, and it wasn't even like immediately when it first came out. It was probably a month or so afterwards or something like that. I don't really remember. I don't know. You might hear a little bit of a scratchiness in my voice. I'm not really sure what that's about. It is kind of early in the morning. It's like 9:26-ish Eastern time. And I've been up for like an hour, just playing a little bit. I figured I'd do something to kind of, I guess, just because there are times where I can't record very much or at all. And I figured I could do something with Diablo and stuff where I do kind of like a random daily Nephalem Rift or something. Especially now that we have the GRifts, and I have a keystone here that I'm probably going to use and do that. So we can do some daily Rift grindy-ish type of stuff. I'm on my Demon Hunter, and that's what we're going to do. We'll see how things go. Usually the rifts I can do fairly well, ish up to a point, especially with the greater rifts now that we're doing the whole seasons thing, and that the difficulty increases with each rift. However, even with that, a lot of the rifts and how well you do aren't merely just skill. Now, obviously, when you scale up in rifts, like, you know, skill is important, being able to output a lot of damage and stuff like that. The difficulty level goes up. But, you know, for the most part, it's not a lot of passing to the being able to beat the rifts has to do with monster density. And I think that's a problem that's been happening. I know a lot of people in the Diablo community have talked about it on Reddit and the various Blizzard forums and stuff, but monster density is a pretty big problem in Diablo 3 as far as rifts and greater rifts are concerned. Just because, well, I mean, especially with greater rifts, because you have this bar over here, this purple bar. I'm sure I don't know if you can see my mouse cursor, but you should probably be able to see me hovering over this thing. You have 15 minutes to get through the rift, and your progression is determined by how many monsters you actually kill. And it's a set amount of monsters, the same amount of monsters every time, but, you know, obviously with difficulty scaling and stuff like being able to actually find them and kill them, it's a pretty big problem. But the main reason to do greater rifts is really to just get to the greater rift guardian at the end, because the greater rift guardian always spews out a whole bunch of loot, a guaranteed amount of loot, but there's supposed to be a higher chance, I believe, unless I am gravely mistaken, which I could be. You know, I'm not. Don't quote me on, you know, pretty much anything that I say, which is usually what I say, you know, for you to do anyway. But you know, don't quote me on it. But greater rift guardians, or just greater rifts in general, you might notice that I'm not getting any loot, and that's because the greater rift guardians spew out pretty much all of the loot at the end. And by doing greater rifts, the guardians are supposed to, I believe they're supposed to have a higher chance to drop legendaries and stuff, and that's pretty much what you want. There's also legendary gems, which I do have on me. I have a couple legendary gems, which we can probably take a look at in a second. I'm actually pretty far ahead. But also another thing in the greater rifts is that you can access your inventory, but you can't move anything from it, and you can't like de-equip anything, nor can you change any of your skills while in a greater rift, like it says right there. But the seasons introduced some new legendary gems, which can only be slotted in jewelry. And one of the things that I have is the gem of Effacious Toxin, and you can see right there it's rank 8. That's another thing that you can do at the end of rifts. You can either choose to get a greater keystone, upgrade your keystone, or to unlock a greater rift, or to upgrade a gem, and you have 3 chances to do so. But the problem with upgrading the gems is if you, like, let's say, what rank Rift am I on? I'm on Rift rank 10. But if you, like, this is a rank 8 gem. If you are you need to be a certain amount of levels higher on Rifts in order to have a 100% success rate in upgrading the gem. You can fail, and you only get 3. But if you choose to upgrade your gems instead of the Rift Key, then the greater rifts close, and you have to do a normal rift. And the Guardian at the end of the normal Torment rifts have a chance to drop a Keystone of Trials, which you go to get to set, get a certain amount. Not really even a certain amount, but you do the Keystone of Trials to get whatever rift you decide to start on. So that is a thing, depending on how well you do. Now, I'm pretty sure Blizzard is going to patch the way to get Keystone level 1, because really the strategy right now, or at least as far as I'm aware, is you just go into the Keystone of Trials and you just walk into a corner and do absolutely nothing, and you just wait for the time to go down. When the time goes down, if you failed to complete a wave, or at least the first wave, then the game is just like, oh, you suck, here's a level 1 Keystone, start at the shittiest level, for the greater rifts. And it's kind of exploitable. It's not like a bug or anything. I'm pretty sure it's relatively intentional, but I think it's a little wow, I am getting wrecked. Almost died there. But it's an easy way to get like easy trials, and I'm not really sure what the maximum level for the rifts are. I know as far as solo play is concerned, people have made it to the 40s, the early 40s. I don't know if anyone has made it past there in solo trials, but with the what am I trying to even think of here? I don't know. It's hard for me to kind of think while all this stuff is going on. I'm trying not to, I'm trying to pay attention and at the same time kind of concentrate on what I'm talking about. In fact, I kind of just forgot what I was talking about. But I don't know if there is a limit, a level limit to the rifts. Like I said, people have gotten to the early 40s, but as far as multiplayer is concerned, I don't know if people have gotten higher. I'm sure people have. The rifts that you do are not, they don't scale in difficulty with the level of difficulty that you start at. Because right now I'm in a Torment 1 game, but if you start a rift at level 1, it'll be like you're doing, a greater rift at level 1. Then it'll be like you're doing a greater rift on normal, and it just gets a little bit higher each time. So, going up to the maximum of, I'm sure, Torment 6, and then after that, I don't know if the rift's difficulty just ends, or it just keeps going with the cap being at Torment 6, and enemies just increasing in health. I don't know if there's a way for the difficulty to scale higher than Torment 6. I wouldn't doubt it, but I don't know if anyone's made it to that point. Like, personally, I've never really seen what Torment 6 looks like, so I couldn't tell you. Don't know, not sure. I have no idea. No idea at all. Let's see. I'm at 92% progress. A good pro tip that I'm sure a lot of people that run this know is that once you get to about 4 minutes and 30 seconds, you can go after the Rift boss. That is the best time, because in doing so, depending on when you complete the Rift and kill the Rift boss, determines how many level ups you get when upgrading your Rift key. And at 4 minutes and 30 seconds and below that, it only goes up 1 level. So that's what you want to do, essentially. Right now I'm at like 93% progress, so I'm probably going to have to dilly-dally, probably cut out some time. I don't have enough time to, because of the difficulty spike, and also because the monster density wasn't really that high this time. I'm not going to have enough time to kind of exit out and do a, what am I trying to think of here? Like a bounty. You can usually do those in the middle. Like, you know, one bounty at a time. But I'm at 98% progress. No, still at 98% progress. Okay, let's kill this thing. There we go, I'm at like 99. I have like a minute to waste. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait around. And by the next time, you're going to see a pretty rough jump cut. And it's going to be at about the 4:30-ish mark as to where we will go after the Rift Guardian boss. And hopefully the boss drops some good shit and doesn't suck fat donkey penis. So I will see you then. Alright, so we're back. It's about 4:30-ish. So I'm just going to get this. And we're going to summon the Rift Guardian. Getting those orbs, by the way, adds 1% to your Rift bar. So you get a free 3% for defeating defeating elites. And right now we are fighting Rime. I have not fought Rime in quite a long time. The Rift Guardian bosses are pretty random. It's, you know, any boss that you would get from a regular Rift Guardian, you know, they're just in the Greater Rift. But I usually don't fight Rime. This is the first time I fought him in a Greater Rift. It's kind of weird. Or, well, the first time in a long time. But that was easy enough. We had 3 minutes and 53 seconds left. We got some stuff here. Legendary crossbow, bunch of bullshit, and also some what was that? Like a legendary or a set chest piece. So this is what I'm talking about. Like if you choose upgrade gem, which I'm not going to do, you can upgrade the one of your legendary gems. Now I was looking at the gem of Effacious Toxin. Right now it does, I can poison all enemies hit for 2400% weapon damage over 10 seconds, which is pretty fantastic. If you get to rank 25, all enemies you poison take an increased 10% damage from all sources, which is pretty good. And then I'm also have the Wreath of Lightning, and that is rank 10 right now. It has a 15% chance to gain a, for me, to gain a Wreath of Lightning, which is essentially the conduit. It's like getting the conduit buff, but if you had watched throughout this whole video, I don't know if you skipped around or whatever, you might have seen every once in a while like a bunch of like golden lightning shooting out from me. That's what it is. But 15% chance to on hit to gain a Wreath of Lightning, dealing 700% weapon damage as lightning every second to nearby enemies for 3 seconds. And it's rank 25. While under the effective Wreath of Lightning, I gain a 25% increased movement speed bonus, which is pretty good. I'm not going to upgrade the gem right now because I didn't have trouble with that rift. If you fail a rift, fail in air quotes, you can still it'll still allow you to complete it, but the upgrade keystone thing will be grayed out, so you can't do that, and it will force you to take the upgrade gem and do everything all over again. So right now we are going to upgrade the keystone because we're at level 11. Got that. Go back to town. Hopefully we got some good stuff. Let's see, what do we got here? I know what that is, and I'm pretty sure I've seen both of these legendaries before. They're probably crap. I think this is part of the Natalia set. I do have one sitting in my stash, so I'll be able to compare and see if it's better. Let's see, we've got the Balefire Caster, and it would be pretty alright. I would take a little bit of a hit on damage, and I would also need to put a slot in it. I'm not sure if I should do that. It does upgrade my fire skills to do 15. It'll allow it to do 15% more damage, which is pretty good because I do use the immolation arrow. At the same time, though, I don't think I should take the hit on damage. I think I'm doing pretty good, so that's probably going to get scrapped. Natalia's Embrace, like I thought. Let's check and compare. Should be here. Let's see. 4 plus 484 dex. Increase hatred regeneration by 1.45 per second. Companion damage plus 13%. Has lightning resist and health globes. Let's check this out right here. I don't even know why I'm comparing these. I just want to see. Because I am going to keep with my Marauder stuff. Unfortunately, nothing that great this time around. That's too bad. We'll just salvage stuff, repair things. Yeah, this is all crap, so goodbye. Well, that is the end of that. Actually, I should probably close this rift here so that I can eventually do another one. Got that down pat. It's all good. Put this stuff... Oh, crap, that was the wrong one. There we go. There's the tab, and here's a whole bunch of the other legendary gems and another keystone. I was actually doing some trials with Cobalt, so I'm saving that for whenever we can do one again. And then there's this new Ramaladni's gift. Why was that so loud? Wow. For some reason, my volume went up to 30. I don't know what that was even about. I think my phone's being stupid. In fact, I am going to restart that right now. Highly unprofessional, I know. There we go. That is that. But Rama Vladny's gift. This is another cool thing that drops in... I'm pretty sure this only drops in Greater Rifts, and it allows you to socket a weapon, an unsocketed weapon, so that's pretty cool. But here's a whole bunch of the other legendary gems. You can pause the video, I guess, if you want to take a look at those. But that is that. That's it for this particular Rift run. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Too bad I got shafted on the drops, but I still got something, and it's better than nothing because there are times where you go through legendary rifts, get to the boss, kill him, and he drops like no good set pieces or just like no legendaries at all. You know, you just get crap. So that's it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll try to make this a sort of daily thing, but thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later.